G'day everyone, Brett here. Hey, I'm just wanting to take you through the New South Wales NSWEduChat AI. It's really good. Background is Department of Education, from what I understand, got together and looked at all of the AI offerings about a year ago, and they've created links into each of those AI offerings. So while if we want to use this one, when you use this one, it goes in and uses ChatGPT and Gemini and various other ways, but it decides on what it's going to do. So depending on your prompt, it goes and works out where to send it to, but it does it safely and securely within the Department of Education. You can actually put student names into this. There's no issue with that. You can't put private confidential pieces of information like healthcare and other things into this. But again, you'll be able to read about that when you get into it, about what you can and can't do, and I'll give you some help places to go if you need more information on that. I just want to show you the prompts. That's the main thing. So let's have a look at their prompt library. Here's New South Wales NSWEduChat in my education portal. You'll see this circle and you can just click on it. Now, it's going to ask you to please confirm that you agree with all of its offerings, and again, you can just accept that. Then, now we've gone through this quickly in the previous one and previous video, but I do want to show you down here. So down here, I've got prompt library and help. They're the two things I really want to go through. Let's go to the prompt library. So last time I spoke to you about our own prompt library within our school that you can use, that were ones that we curated for us, specific to us at our school. This one's more broad, it's broader, and it's really good. So you'll notice it has various categories up here. So for instance, administration, assessment, communication, they're the general ones. And then down the bottom, it's got more of a high skill feel, specifically on English, careers and whatnot. We can use this in the primary school as well, but I do want to show you as an example how it works in here. So here's student resources. I'm just going to click on that. And then down in here, it's got a whole lot of various different prompts that you can use. So if you click on this down arrow, create word bank, select the button below to open this prompt in New South Wales NSWEduChat. So this is the prompt. I have a whatever, and off you go. So you can just click on that button, but it has a whole lot of different ones in here. Revise a memorable rhyme. It's got it in here. Create a simple and memorable rhyme that will help Year 2 students to recall the main points about monsters, use common vocabulary, and so on. So you're able to click and put these in. So create a worksheet, generate words. So these are all for student resources. So let's go in here and create a word bank, for instance, something simple. This is the prompt. I don't need to copy and paste it. I can just go open, and it will then bring it in to here. So here it is. I have so let's delete that. I have a Year 1 class studying monsters. Right, create a word bank with definitions, format as a table, and this note I don't really need. Note, you can choose whether or not to choose words. I don't want that in there. I don't want to create the words. I'm just going to hit send on that. Let it go and do it. It will now go and work out what's the best place for me to go and get this information in terms of what AI should I use, and the department's curated that for us. So here it is. Here's the words: monster, pretend creature, the monster hid under the bed. And so it gives us the word bank that we asked for. Okay. Now if we wanted, we could grab that example again, format as a table, and we could just change that to say stage 3, or let's call it Year 5. Year 5 class, setting format as a table, send. And so it will now create the next one. There you go, with different words: ferocious, mystical, terrifying, and examples. Okay, so that's how it works with the prompt piece, which I really like. So in here, there's a whole lot of different categories you can choose. And so yeah, explicit teaching, assessment, and so on. A lot of really good prompts in here. Takes you straight into New South Wales NSWEduChat, and you can generate it in there. And you'll see your previous conversations up here. I did an example, monster word banks before, and supporting stage 1 compound sentences. So these are all my history that I've done in here. You've also got this help button. So if you click on the help button, what it's going to do is take you to various areas. I do like particularly one area of this. In here, it's got lots of quick videos. Here's an introduction to having a conversation, which is really what we're doing now, prompting right now. Here's the chat history and a new chat one, and so on. So using voice, conversation hints, it's really thorough. I would highly recommend going in, particularly having a look at file upload and what you can do in here. You can attach a file and get it, say you attach a program, and then it could add on and create a rubric for that program for you. All right, that's it for today. Have fun.